Um, ignore the background noise, folks. That was just the voice of Microsoft Sam from Speakonia on my computer. So, anyway, welcome everybody to a very special Fun and Games Q&A. A Q&A where you can ask anything you want while I have fun playing with these games. All right. Hold on one more second. All right. So this Q&A will last 90 minutes long. You can also join. You are also welcome to join here. Here you go. Here you go, Thomas and PBS Fan Program Breaker. Well, basically, a Fun and Games Q&A is a Q&A where you can ask anything while I play with these fun cool water toy games.
How's it going, Thomas? Good?
It's going good, Movie&GameLover98.
Yep.
Alright, hold on. Just gotta do something
So
real
pumped
quick.
for Easter tomorrow, you know.
Yeah,
Not sure what I'll be doing.
Friday. Well, I'm probably going to be doing some fun and games with my family or something.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
What games are you going to play? Is what I want.
I don't know. Probably going to do Easter egg hunts. Well, keep in mind I'm 18, okay? Like I'm a legal adult. We're probably going to be.
Yeah, but before we start, there's gonna be like a few rules on this channel. Like in the stream, make sure it's best to be given a G to PG rating stream at the most. No inappropriate swearing, no back talking, no fighting.
Well, I don't do any of that stuff, because even though I will mildly swear in my videos sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, that won't happen. Trust me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, and I got something awesome to show you, Over 2000. Do you remember seeing my background colors on my Google Drive file?
Yes, I do.
Well, alright. It's finished. Yeah, I'm using my phone, by the way, to record everything.
Have you ever thought of making those backgrounds again, but uncropped?
Well, I just wanted to be honest, I tried to maybe uncrop them, but it wasn't easy because I didn't know how to make them disappear, like the title card disappear. Because uh, it's not easy though, but unless if I can find any other way, they still have to be like that. I don't know. I'll find somewhere. Okay, what do you think so far?
They are very, very amazing. Now,
Yeah, and
the first question comes from Nate, the Game and Media Dude 2006, and he asks, "What's your favorite Teletubbies episode?" To be honest,
God, I can't. Sorry.
To be honest with you, I kind of like, the very old episodes from like 1997, even though in the United States it aired in 1998 on PBS.
what was it called though? I can't remember. Like at the time, like it was like 1999 when when PBS Kids was when PBS Kids was rebranded.
Yes,
At the time.
yes, and it aired on April 6th. It aired on April 6th of 1998. So, all right, this next question comes from MRKP 2003, and she says, "What's the cutest farm animal sound effects from Sesame Street and Elmo's World?" I like all the farm animal sound effects, really, but especially the horses, the sheep, and the chickens, because the horses, they kind of remind me of the time that I went horseback riding back in like 2005, like when I was like 4 or 5 years old.
I think I rode a horse before. Like I think it was like back in Easter of 2014, which was I think 9 years ago. I remember. Now I know all the backgrounds are not easy to see. It's mainly because of the camera quality. Because I wanted the backgrounds to match the tint and everything. It wasn't easy.
And may I ask you this, Flicka, since I can finally ask a question? Did you see my videos I just did of me showing the inserts to these Dragon Tales DVDs? Both of us have, but both of us didn't have a insert for both of our DVDs of Dragon Tales Easiest 1, 2, 3 and Playing Fair Makes Playing Fun.
Yes, I did. They were very, very cool.
Yeah, I explained, yes, why I don't know why on the pamphlet, the trash no-hitter is placed third, even though it's supposed to be first.
Yeah.
Like, that and the other 3 are placed in the wrong order, but for some reason, Teasing Is Not Pleasing is still placed in the right spot.
I have something cool to show you as well. I just got a brand new DVD as well.
Oh, you did?
Wait.
Wow.
Really?
It's a Sesame Street one.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's cool.
I can see it. I can't wait to see it because I know I like Sesame Street as well as you, Flicka, and Jake Martin also loves Sesame Street.
I also love Sesame Street too.
Well, yeah.
This one is a 2016 DVD release of The Cookie Thief.
Oh yeah, it's got library things on the thing, but it's
I think Sesame Street to me went downhill in 2016 when it was changed from 1 hour to 30 minutes. To be honest,
you're telling me, thus making the Elmo's World segments 5 minutes instead of 15.
So that's why one of the Elmo World segments were cut short. I think that's why. I've been wondering about that since 2017, and because I stopped watching PBS Kids like at the end, I think at the end of 2014.
And
or maybe at the end of early 2014. I can't remember. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, this one also has 2 bonus segments as bonus features. It's got the full-length Cookie Hood episode, which is also known as episode 4033, aka Cookie Monster gets framed for stealing cookies, which that episode originally aired back on April 9th, 2003, which tomorrow marks the 20th anniversary of the Cookie Hood episode.
April 9th?
Yes.
I thought you said April 29th.
April 9th, 2003.
Oh, not to be confused with the two-parter episode of ours there. Sorry.
I think my favorite scene from the movie The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland are the scenes with Telly Monster, but especially the scene when Telly is like, "This is terrible! What are we gonna do? What are we going to do?"
What about the Twin Lions? I mean, that's also another Muppet show. I mean, if you're not much of a big fan, I understand.
What were you? What show were you talking about?
Another PBS kid show, Between the Lions.
Well, to be honest with you, the only Muppet show on PBS that I watched was Sesame Street.
Oh, okay. Can I talk about Between the Lions? I mean, that's another Muppet show. Real quick. Oh, sorry. I meant to turn off my camera. Anyways. God, I remember I used to watch Between the Lines. It's like another show I like watching as well alongside Sesame Street. But to be honest, the one character I probably didn't like was Announcer Bunny because, good God, I didn't really like it because he used to scare me when I was 4 or 5.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, now to talk more about the DVD. This is a Warner Brothers DVD, but unfortunately, like all the other Sesame Street DVDs, this one, The Cookie Thief, unfortunately does not have the Warner Home Video logo at the beginning.
Oh, what a bummer.
It just goes to the FBI warning screen and a preview for Elmo's World, Elmo Wonders.
Oh.
I remember you told me there was like a scene, MRTP 2003, that you told me that there was a scene similar to that of a scene from Baby Van Gogh. But anyway, I think that would be one of my favorites, but I'll have to watch it when it comes out to see if I have any more favorites. But anyway, as for this DVD, after the FBI warning, it just goes straight to a trailer for Elmo Wonders without the Warner Home Video logo, and then you get to see a DVD menu. And then after that, it just has the Sesame Workshop logo, and then the start of the Cookie Thief, no Sesame Street theme for some reason. But anyway, when I looked at the bonus features, something very surprising happened when I clicked on the drawing episode of Elmo's World. It used the wrong Elmo's World intro. You know what that one is?
Which one?
The DVD of The Cookie Thief, when I clicked on the Elmo's World drawing episode on there, guess what? It incorrectly used the original Elmo's World intro and theme from season 1 rather than the seasons 2 to 5 intro.
That was a goof, definitely.
Yeah. Well, I like the William Tell Overture, period. Not just from Baby Van Gogh, but I also have the song William Tell Overture on one of the Yamaha keyboards I have sometime, but had some time ago. I think it's still there, but I'll have to look.
And I'm curious, Flicka, when did this DVD release of The Cookie Thief release in 2016?
March 1st, 2016.
The same day Thomas Start Your Engines released on DVD.
No way.
And yeah, so the drawing episode on this DVD of The Cookie Thief incorrectly used the season 1 intro and theme from Elmo's World that is also shown on Elmo's World Dancing Music and Books.
You know, there is one Sesame Street release I would recommend getting as well, if you
What?
don't have. I think there's one called Bert and Ernie's Wordplay. Definitely recommend getting that release. There's
I
something.
might get that in the future.
Oh yeah, trust me, that release.
Um,
I guess I'll save everything for later.
I haven't watched Baby Van Gogh before, but I might watch Baby Van Gogh sometime. But anyway, so that's what happened with the drawing episode of Elmo's World on the CV. But there's also another bonus feature, you also get to see the full-length Cookie Hood episode, which is also episode 4033 of Sesame Street, where Cookie Monster gets framed for stealing cookies, when in fact Cookie Monster was telling the truth the whole time, and nobody at Sesame Street even believed what he was saying, and that made Cookie Monster very, very frustrated.
Yeah. But still, I'm sure it's still enjoyable.
I don't know if I can do the impression of Cookie Monster laughing, you know?
Well, I could do the one when he says cookie all the time, I think. Cookie. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah, did you know
Oh,
the
Huh?
Did you
Oh,
know
sorry,
these
go
Sesame
ahead.
Street Muppets? I'm really good at their laughs,
I
Flicka.
think
Not
they
only
probably did the wrong sound effects for the HD re-edited version of Elmo's World Farms, possibly due to an error or a mistake that they made. It was probably unintentional, but
Oh, wow.
it was probably due to an error.
Yeah.
I think my favorite Elmo's World episode from the DVD Family's Mail and Bath Time. I do like. I would have to say Sesame Street. What I was trying to say was, I think they did the wrong sound effects in the HD re-edited footage of Elmo's World Farms, possibly due to a mistake that Sesame Workshop made. I would have to say Sesame Street, Crummy Day, because the lyrics are Sunny Day. I would have to call it Crummy Day for a Sesame Street episode.
yeah, you
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
say like gloomy day because because it's supposed to be a sunny day in Sesame Street.
Yeah, sunny day. And I think it goes like
But
sweeping the clouds
anyway,
away. I think that's how it goes.
as for the Cookie Hood episode, this one is from season 34. And you know what Elmo's World episode appears on it? My absolute favorite Elmo's World episode of all time from season 1, that is Food. Especially the part where Cookie Monster appears in Elmo's closet and he says, "Oh, tasty closet, Elmo."
Oh, yeah. What about this Elmo's World episode about friends? Like, I think the entire Sesame Street characters appear in that episode. I think it's the only time, right? That ever happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, didn't you see one I think didn't you see like a Super Grover and didn't you see like a Sesame Street and Between the Lions crossover where I can't remember this character from Between the Lions, but I'm pretty sure it's not Leona, but I know the other character from Sesame Street, which is Grover, aka Super Grover.
Well, I think there was one thing where you get to see a Between the Lions character with Ernie from Sesame Street as well.
Yeah, yeah. And then what I was trying to say about Between the Lions earlier, think I think what I was saying about Announcer Bunny, who used to scare me back when I was little. Well, Announcer Bunny in season 7 to 8, I wouldn't say he was that bad, but season 9, oh god, he scares me a lot. Oh, had nightmares about him when I was little. But nowadays, I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
What
And
else? What I was trying to say is that didn't you watch this Elmo's World episode Friends? I think it had something to do with that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was my all-time favorite Elmo's
Alright,
World episode
alright.
because yeah, it was like my all-time favorite Elmo's World episode mainly because of the whole Sesame Street gang appearing in that episode. I think
I'll
it's the
have to
only time.
watch the I'll have to watch the video later because I don't want to risk getting a copyright strike while I'm doing a stream.
Yeah, just look at it later when you finish with the stream or something.
Okay, and now may I ask this, Flicka? Well, did you know that? Well, do you know that we could possibly do the better version of Bully for You, but let well, we'll do the portion like maybe can we try doing the portion like when all the gang goes up to Spike really sternly and Cassie would act stern to Spike saying I want my Sugar Plums basket back, and Spike would still say it's my basket.
Yeah, Bully for You is not only a terrible episode, but also has terrible execution. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the moral is about standing up to yourself, but the execution of it was terrible.
I would have to say the execution for No Hitter was also bad as well.
Yeah. But I think the execution in the Shining Time Station, Bully for Mr. Conductor, I would say it's Bully for You done right.
Yeah, like
Well,
me before,
okay,
Thomas. Remember when you joined you joined the stream I was doing for Jake Martin's birthday? When I played the clip from Bully for Mr. Conductor when Dan stood up to Buster the right way saying that's done right?
Yeah.
You're saying this is Bully for You done right?
Did I say that?
Yes, you did. No, well, not in my.
Yeah.
Well, you're saying it here. You said yes. You're saying it here. This is Bully for You done right. Bully for Mr. Conductor.
As for I don't know. What was something I wanted to talk about? Hey, Movie&GameLover98. Remember we did this stream? We did this stream on Thursday or something like that when I came home from school. Like I did how I do my canon version of Bob the Builder.
Yeah, at least I got this. I had to stay for a while because I wanted to do some other stuff because I know I couldn't join that.
Yeah. Yeah, but I did have some ideas in mind. Like, why not maybe either resume the CGI series or maybe bring back the stop motion animation, better yet.
Yeah, I think so. And also, like when we try to do this better version of Bully for You, Flicka, maybe who should be all these characters? But we do this portion like when Spike tries to sneak back into Dragonland, but who should be the security guards and Cassie or
maybe I could be the security guards.
Well, actually, first we gotta do this portion, like when I'll go up to Spike sternly saying, "Spike, that's my. You took my Sugar Plums basket, and I want it back, but in a stern voice." But I mean, who should be Spike? It's my basket.
You can be Cassie, and I can be Spike.
Well, and you remember, you heard from the words he says, "It's my basket," and you'll say, "Here, take it. I don't like dumb old sugar plums anyway.
Yeah.
And also when he goes up to Quetzal. But okay, it says, Spike, you took my sugar plums basket and I want it back.
Ah, it's my basket now.
But it has my bow on it.
Here. I don't like dumb old sugar plums anyway.
I did it. And then who should be Quetzal?
Spike.
No. First, like, Niños, it's about time to go back to school. Do you have your partners with you? And also, I'll still be Cassie. Quetzal, I really don't want to be partners with Spike anymore. What seems to be the matter, Niña? But this time we do it right. First, Spike made fun of me for shrinking, and then he took my sugar plums basket without asking me. I think you need to tell him to get out of the school right now. Look,
I will also tag along, try to get Spike out of Dragonland for good.
Okay, and also like when I'm calling out Quetzal Spike, get over here right now, Nino. And he's trying to get the yo-yo out of the tree.
What do you want?
No.
What do you want? What do you want, little brain you?
No, before that happens, he keeps trying to call out. Well, he's trying to get his yo-yo stuck when it was stuck in the tree, and I'm yelling out Quetzal Spike. And then Cassie finds the broken yo-yo. Quetzal, I found Spike's broken yo-yo. You did? Well, I don't know what to do with it. I have to either confiscate it, even if it's broken, or just simply restore it. But
Here,
I Spike should.
Why don't you try confiscate it at once?
Well, first, let me use my magic. But Spike is not going to get this. You're right. I think I should confiscate this yo-yo from him. Since he wasn't looking what he was doing. Even though I fixed it.
You took my yo-yo!
Spike, I had to. Because I was calling for you, Nino, and you didn't even hear me. And I have to have another talk with you, Nino.
Yeah, whatever. What do you want?
How many times didn't I tell you not to say whatever? I need to have another talk with you. First, why did you made fun of Cassie for shrinking, and then you took her sugar plums basket without asking her, and that made her even more mad. And I've told you many times to not tease, because that's considered bullying. And I have no choice but to expel you from my school in the sky. Get out of the school in the sky, Dragonland, right
Don't
now.
ever come back to Dragonland ever again!
And I don't know how I can do the impression of Spike crying, honestly.
I could. Well, how I did that? That was actually my Ord impression of me saying,
Don't come back to Dragonland ever again!
Oh, I won't. Fine, I won't come back. But you guys won't get away with this. You'll see, I'll come back even if I don't think I can come back.
oh, no, you don't, because if you do come back, I will call the police, the Dragonland police, to escort you to Dragonland jail.
That is right, Spike. Phew. Thank you, Ninos. Especially you, Cassie, for telling me what was going on with Spike.
And Spike, don't you ever make fun of me for turning invisible either!
But also, like, might we do the portion, like, when Spike tries to sneak back into Dragonland, but who could be the security? Do you think he could be the security dragon?
Ah, I caught you red-handed, mister.
No, actually, that's it. Hello, it's Spike. Can I come into Dragonland, please?
No!
Wait, is that the voice of the security dragon?
No, that was Ord's voice.
Oh, Thomas. Well, Thomas did left. Yeah, but I want to talk about. Remember, I did it through my comments. I did the security dragon's dialogue where he's saying, "Sorry, you cannot come into this land. You are banned from this land."
Sorry, you cannot go into this land. You are banned from this land.
And then if he sprays them with mind spray.
Ah! What just happened?
You were gonna let me into Dragonland?
What's the use?
And then of course, Yahoo! Freedom! 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 And then it takes place in the middle of the night. Ugh. Ugh! You hear that commotion, Wheezy? No, actually, ugh, maybe it's one of our siblings being annoying, Zachy. I don't know. Why don't we just go back to bed? Wait, I think I know that commotion. We better call our friends, even though it's the middle of the night. Zach, Cassie, Ord, wake up, guys! Someone's back in Dragonland, even though we got banned.
Not now, Zach. I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, even a 4-year-old like me still needs some sleep. Come on, it's only past 3 o'clock in the morning. Can't we just deal with this in the morning, please? But we need.
Max is right.
No, actually, I was gonna.
Not wake us up until the morning. We'll deal with it in the morning, not in the middle of the night.
See. And only Enrique had one set of dialogue. See. I'm trying to sleep right now, Zach and Wheezy. We'll deal with this in the morning. And then of course, finally, now we can get to Dragonland and really see what the problem is. Oh, thank goodness you guys came, Max, Emmy, and Enrique. We need your help. Someone's back in Dragonland.
We need your help fast. Spike has just returned to Dragonland without consent.
Yeah, I don't know how that's possible. I don't know how he was able to get back in, even though Ketzel told him he was banned from Dragonland.
Get over here, Spike.
No, of course. Oh, I think what happened, how Spike got back into Dragonland, he sprayed the security dragon with mind spray.
Mind the spray? Are you kidding me? I will have Spike in.
No. Of course, the mind spray would go on for a while, and then the police would come during the middle of the school day, but Spike tries to be nice. Of course. And then, of course, like, you know how it goes. Well, what's this?
Well,
Isn't it the dragons who teased me at basketball before? Those dragons, Mookie and Buster, used to tease me at dragon basketball? No, it's Spike. Spike? That same one who teased me? Oh no!
He better not make fun of me turning invisible.
We better go find Ketzel and tell him the bad news.
Okay, niños. What is the news you want to break to me?
Wait, are you saying like that's a prank or something?
What is the news you're trying to break to me?
You'll never guess who's back, even though you banned him from Dragonland, Ketzel. Spike is back again.
What? Spike, get over here right now.
Yeah, he needs to get over here. He somehow got in because, like I told my friends earlier, he sprayed the security dragon of Dragonland with mind spray, and he was able to let him in.
You have got to be kidding me, Spike. Get over here.
Yeah, get over here right now, Spike. How on earth did you get back into Dragonland when I told you to stop teasing, Angel? And then I say, I just wanted to really try again, and maybe I'll try and be nice on this next sugar plum picking hunt, Ketzel. Can't you just let me get another chance, please?
All right, Nino. But this is your very, 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 very last chance. Because if this happens again, and you try to be nice after you get in trouble again, I'm afraid the answer will always have to be no.
And since I think I should have picked a better partner, since I should have made Cassie not feel so embarrassed, I think you should be partners with Zach and Weezy. But later on, what if Spike did something terrible, but it was on accident? But first,
Ouch! Boo-boo alert! Boo-boo alert!
oh my, no, not that. I mean, of course, like, Zach, can you help me get this branch unstuck? There's a sugar plum I'm trying to pick. Oh, okay, I'll help you, Spike. Thank you, Zach. Even though I'm trying my hardest to be nice. Oh, finally we let Spike back into Dragonland. Wait a minute. What the heck is going on? How did Spike's back in Dragonland? Halt, we need to go find him. Halt! Everyone in School in the Sky on picking sugar plums, stay where you are. What is it, security dragons? What are you doing here at my School in the Sky right now? This isn't a good time right now. Do you have a Spike that goes to this school?
Yes. Spike is right here in the School in the Sky.
But of course, he is trying his hardest to maybe be nice, and maybe he can get an award like unlike last time. He didn't get one because he did not act respect.
All right. But if this happens again, instant dragon jail for you.
We'll let you guys go back to your sugar plum picking hunt. And also, like, what if, of course, like, Cancel? Why did you seriously let Spike come back to Dragonland in the School in the Sky when I told you to please demand to leave?
Well, I didn't want him to come back at first, but he has made a suggestion that he would try to be nice. So I'm afraid I had no choice but to let him back.
Because his place back home has been deserted. And unfortunately, Dragonland is the only place I can have him find a place to reside for now. And of course, like when Spike goes way too far picking sugar plums, but at least he did some. But what if he did something terrible, but it was by accident?
Yeah.
Oh, these sugar plums are heavy.
Do something bad twice.
Well, of course, like he fell backwards. Whoa! Oh no! I'm in trouble now! Oh no, what am I gonna do? I'm in big trouble. Oh no. No. I know. I think if I hide Max's truck, or maybe if I can fix it, maybe I won't get in trouble again.
The trucker! What happened to it?
Max, little brother Max, don't cry. Otherwise, you'll make me cry when you hit me.
Spike broke it!
Well, I know he did, but I think he just felt bad. I think he's trying to think of a way to fix it, maybe. Max, buddy, it's gonna be okay. I know how you feel, just like how I cried so hard when you kicked me last time in Dragonland. Yeah, Max, just like when my baby sister Kiki kept crying because she wanted her squishy back.
Or whenever I wanted my blanket back.
I was really, really upset. But that's been in the past, so I guess I could figure this out. And of course, Niños, it's about time to go back to school after this better sugar plum picking hunt. Do all of you guys have your partners? Us!
I have to tell Max the truth right now.
Of course, like, we're here, Quetzal, but we don't know where Spike is. No. I don't know where
I'm
but
very
at least
ashamed of myself, Max. I accidentally broke your favorite toy. Are you mad at me?
No, of course not, Spike. I know you didn't try to do it on purpose, unlike last time when you did it to Cassie. Max, why are you saying that? Oh, sorry, Cassie. It's okay, Max. Well, I was trying to get a lot of sugar plums so I could do better like you guys, but I guess I went a little too far, and then I couldn't watch where I was going, and then I fell backwards, and then I landed on your bulldozer by accident, and then I tried to find some tape to fix it, but then I also tried to hide it because I didn't want to fear to get in trouble ever again.
Well, it is not always easy to tell the truth.
I know, Max, but are you still promise you're still not mad at me? Even though I didn't try to do it on purpose. I tried my hardest not to watch where I was
I would
going.
never be mad at you if it was an accident.
Good. But my bulldozer is still broken. Don't worry, Max. I can fix it. Well, Spike, at least it was an accident. Unlike you did last time, you kept doing it on purpose. I think, since you did a good job of telling the truth, unlike when you didn't, I think you actually can get a reward this time, since you did tell me what happened. Since you told Max you didn't hurt his toy. So I will give you a reward this time, Nino. Look, Spike. I will give you a special prize when you get back to the school in the sky, since you did a good job.
I'm sure you're gonna like the reward, Spike, because it's time for Dragonberry Cupcakes!
And look what I made for you, Spike, since you did a better job of picking sugar plums this time, without doing anything rude. Look, this is a ribbon with a heart on it, and it has bandages on it.
I am Mr. Marmaduke. How may I help you?
Oh, wait, we're doing this with Mr. Marmaduke?
Except he doesn't act mean anymore like he did in Kingdom Come.
Oh, like, what do we say?
Bonjour, I am Mr. Marmaduke. How may I help you?
Well, we were thinking we could have a special party thing for Spike, because, he did a much better job of picking sugar plums at our school, unlike last time he did it very badly.
Spike? I've never heard of him. Who is he?
Oh, I think you don't know him? He used to be really rude when he first came to the school in the sky, and he made Cassie really mad. But now that he's being really nice... Or like when they could do the party at Zach and Wheezy's place, because like if Cassidy had stood up to the bully, she did it at her place.
Yeah.
But since you did a good job, Spike. Yeah, Spike, you did a much better job, unlike last time. But to make this
better.
I wouldn't agree. You know what?
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, or how about we do this party to congratulate Spike for doing a much better job at me and Wheezy's cave this time.
Okay, but we can still have Dragonberry Cupcakes at your place, right?
Of course you can, Ord. Anything's allowed. We can have anything, We eat almost anything. But this one do not include Kiki and Finn at all, because this one they're doing it for Spike doing a much better job. Don't include Kiki and Finn.
Alright.
Okay. And also...
Alright, now to start the game.
Okay.
So, in this game, basically, I would imagine those certain balls landing on certain colored backgrounds used for the TV show Arthur, like so yeah, you basically have to get all of these in a row.
I know you're just going to do this. I know I may as well just ask this question really quickly.
Sure.
Also, like, yes, when we did the scene in Arthur's Big Hit, did you know, like, what dialogue comes after Arthur's mom calls out after Arthur says, uh-oh, middle name?
It's when DW says, Are they gonna have to amputate my arm?
And then his dad says, Arthur, this means no TV for a week.
Actually, after DW says that, he's like, no, honey, it's amputate, not amputate. And then he's like, no, I'm in charge and I'm putting ice on it. And then after that, the mom is like, apologize to your sister. No way! She should apologize to me. I worked all week on this. I told her 1,000,000 times not to touch it. Then DW says, you're bad. And then that's when the dad says, Arthur, this means no TV for a week.
Oh my god. They do it like while Arthur's dad is putting ice on DW?
No, he says it.
Well,
right after it transitions to DW being sent to a room. Or
okay. But yeah. Also, like, you know how this one portion well, I was gonna say that, do you know that there's this one Thomas episode I do remember watching? Yeah, can I tell you, I hate the episode Don't Be Silly Billy from season 11 of Thomas.
Why is that?
Because of Billy being so stupid in that episode. Why can't he just obey Thomas when Thomas tells him to do these things, and he won't, and he just does what Thomas tells him to do. He won't stop exclaiming out, Thomas, stop telling me what to do. You are a very, very bossy engine. Instead of doing it 5 times, you could just obeyed.
Yeah. Sir Topham Hatt should have punished Billy for boss.
Yeah, like we could have seen a scene at the end, like, you know, Billy, you need to apologize to Thomas for calling him bossy. Because that's another bad thing about the episode, that Billy didn't even apologize to Thomas after saying, sorry for saying you're a bossy engine, Thomas. Instead of just saying, Thomas, you're not a bossy engine at all. But
And he would be like, Billy, you have caused confusion and delay. I want you to apologize to Thomas right now. And then after this, you will stay in your shed for the rest of the day.
yeah. And also, did you know that in the Dragon Tales episode, you know how we did a different version of the Dragon Tales episode? Well, I think it's the one whereas this time, if we made a fan version of Zack plays a trick on Kiki and Finn.
Mm-hmm.
And like, what would the big pretend bug that Zack put on Kiki or Finn's leg and causes them to scream and cry and run away?
There's a big spider on you.
Ah! Oh, scary bug!
That was very mean, Zack.
It was just a joke, Ord.
I don't even think it was funny at all. You hurt Spike. You've hurt Kiki and Finn's feelings.
Yeah, Zacky. They thought it was a real bug. And you know how scared of bugs they are, Zack!
You know what? That's it! I'm gonna tell Ketzel on you and your parents!
Well, first they would go to Ketzel, right?
Yeah. Zack, I am very frustrated with you.
I am not very pleased with what you did when you scared Cassie's siblings with a pretend spider. That hurt their feelings, you know. Just like when I told Spike it is not nice to tease anyone. And then, of course, Zack, me and your mom have to have a talk with you, son.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, brother.
Zack, me and your mom have talked this. You have not been treating Cassie's siblings with you made them scream and cry and run away, son, and that made them really upset. And who would be the one to ground Zach, his mom or dad?
Both of them.
Or like what first of all, like he says, Zach, your mom.
Dad would say, you're grounded, and then the mom would say, for your punishment, you will have to deal with Wheezy's loud noises at bedtime.
You'll have to deal with Wheezy's racket during the middle of the night while going to bed, Zach. And you won't be able to have peace and quiet at all.
Oh, the humanity!
This is so unfair. Now I can't, even though I might be able to have earmuffs to protect, so I don't have to deal with.
And I am taking your earmuffs off for a week.
What? That's not fair, Mom and Dad. Now I can't. Now I'll be deaf till I even be dead forever.
It's your own fault. You should have thought about that trick.
And then they go find Kiki and Finn, and they have to go out without Zach and Wheezy.
Hey, what happened to Zach and Wheezy?
I don't know, Zord. I think they had to be told off by their parents because Zach played a trick on Kiki and Finn.
I think I know what happened. Zach is grounded, and his earmuffs are taken away. Now he'll have to deal with Wheezy's loudness at bedtime.
Even during the daytime, even in the middle of the day. It doesn't matter what time of day, not even just bedtime. Even in the morning or in the afternoons. But he'll still have to be able to go to school even if he did get grounded. Because no school.
Zach, I have arranged a punishment at school.
No, oh no, not at school too, Dad. That's not fair either.
No, that was Ketzel's voice.
Oh, wait. Or no, Zach. Zach, I have to give you a punishment for the school days too, Nino.
For your punishment, you will be given extra homework.
What? That's not fair, Ketzel. Now, you know how much I don't want to do homework.
Now you'll have to deal with the loud noises, and you'll have to do your homework.
But I don't really like homework. It's hard to do, and I can't know any words, and I don't know how to...
It may be hard to do, but it's for your own good.
But then, of course, they go find Kiki and Finn. Of course, like, they would...
Oh! Finn, oh, Kiki, I am so sorry Zach made fun of you like this.
It'll never happen again.
If he does this again, I'm gonna tell him off again. And then they laugh because they say that Zach...
And...
I know you're pleased that you won't have your feelings hurt.
Saki, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to punish you, even though I am just a 6-year-old kid.
What do you mean, Enrique? You can't do that. You're not even my grandfather.
Well, I hate to say this, but I am not going to be able to fly with you if you're punished.
I know, Enrique, that can be unfortunately sad. Even though you've done it with me and Wheezy so many times. I know.
Well, you just have to... You just have to earn respect first before I could fly with you again.
Well, anyway. And of course, like, I think... Didn't you remind you, yes, I know you like the UK of Season 6 of Thomas better than the US one because of Alec Baldwin's narration being not so good.
Yeah, being kind of dull.
But did you know that his energy was so great in Thomas and the Jet Engine, Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
And you know, like everyone makes their surprised faces. But yeah, I think like this is the isn't Thomas and the Jet Engine the only season 6 episode where Gordon makes his O face?
Yeah, I believe so.
Well, I'm pretty sure it is, because you know all the other ones he's just sometimes we get grumpy or all that other stuff. Because you know how I know how the greeting goes in Thomas the Jet Engine when he greets Gordon with Baldwin. He goes, "Hi Gordon, bye Gordon."
Yeah. And so basically, what would you like to chat with me about, MRKP 2003? All right.
And also, if you're not aware, Flicka, did you know I might be able to do a stream in my new house once I'm gonna be living in an actual house again, ever since I was living there since I was little.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. The Bingo's Playroom menu and the HD re-edits. Okay. What's the first thing you want to talk about for these HD re-edits and stuff? But anyway.
And did you also know that in the there's so many great Dragon Tales episodes, even though some of them are bad. Did you know that in the Dragon Tales episode Finders Keepers, that marks Priscilla's second appearance? Because her first was the Ugly Dragon, but that was her only time she was mentioned by name.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Like even though she knows Zack, when she says, "Hi Zack, can I help you?" In the episode Finders Keepers Dragon Tales version of season 2, not Family Guy Finders Keepers from season 12.
Finders Keepers from season 12 of Thomas, you mean?
No, from Family Guy.
Oh, I haven't really watched Family Guy that much.
Okay. But I know you'll probably never watch the show because of how inappropriate it is or all that stuff.
Okay.
Because, I mean, even though I know, yes, it's some people say it's way, way too violent and it's not as funny as other shows.
You could, MRKP 2003, the next one you could possibly do, you could do season 1 episode 6. Unless you already made that one. But
excuse me. And what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Did you know when I do my first stream in my new actual house, Flicka, do you think you could maybe possibly join that stream? Like I call it my first new stream in in an actual house, or basically in my new house.
that depends on if it's on Tuesday or if it's on Friday.
Well, I mean, it's possible because I mean, like that also just depends on if our schedules might be, if we have stuff unfortunately planned. Because I mean, even though yes, I'll provide the link because you know I like to provide links and through the comments. But yeah, and of course I could show you. We could do our Dragon Tales DVD collection stream. Like you're the one who will be invited, and maybe Jake Martin. Because you know what really bothered me? Because you know I was trying to ship these DVDs to Jake Martin. That I don't know, how is it possible? Do you know it's not possible to buy the items off eBay, but have the seller ship it to the other person you're trying to buy it for that person?
Yeah. How could that possibly bother you?
Because I don't know why my brother keeps saying Jake Martin is an adult, but he's literally 19, but he's legally, but even though 18 and 19 literally means you're legally an adult, but still kind of a teenager. Which I understand that, and I even tried looking up videos to say, can you ship to this location for Jake Martin? But they say that unfortunately I'll have to sell them on eBay. Because, well, and did you know that one of my sisters-in-law does, my sister-in-law hates, do you know why my sister-in-law hates Home Alone 2 Lost in New York flick of the 2000?
Why?
All because of that one cameo of Donald Trump. Because, even though the movie came 24 years before he was a president, Donald Trump, he was just an actual person. And you know how you watch the video, Everything Wrong with Home Alone 2 Lost in New York, they added a billion sins like that just because of that one cameo of Donald Trump? Trying to think. And did you know? Yes, we did a different version of Dragon Tales, but what if this time Emmy kept getting smaller and smaller rather than if Max is getting bigger and bigger in one big wish?
Yeah.
Like, you know how Emmy's crying because she doesn't want to be small anymore?
He's like,
And then she tries, like, would the sport still be wiffle ball, just like in One Big Wish of Dragon Tales, but the sequel's One Small Wish?
all right, I'll watch it and I'll let you know what I see, but I will mute the audio. So, I'll have to, yeah. I kept refreshing on Gmail and I didn't really seem to see it on Gmail.
As I was trying to say, Flicka, would the sport still be the same as the original version of One Big Wish, but except it's called One Small Wish? They would still be playing wiffle ball?
Yeah.
Or it'd be baseball or kickball.
It would still be wiffle ball.
But Emmy would still for some reason, keep getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I think I could try to do this. Max, I don't want to be small anymore. I want to be my regular size again.
Emmy, wait!
And then they make littler footprints because, Emmy's smaller. Yeah, come back, Emmy.
Cancel, you gotta come quick!
What's wrong, Ord?
Something horrible happened to Emmy. She keeps shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. What are we gonna do?
Well, I think we should go with you guys. We'll find Emmy and see what the problem is. And yes, of course, Max is still on Ord and Cassie's by herself, but Zach and Weezy have Enrique on them. And then, of course, says, "Hi, guys.
Yeah. And
then, of course,
sometimes when you try to send me things, MRKP 2003, I don't really seem to get any new notifications from you about new things you sent. So I don't know why Gmail does that, but anyway.
And like, of course, before they make Emmy back to normal size again, like this one, Emmy goes into Cassie's pouch and tickles her. I think Because you know how Max squished Ord when he was really big in One Big Wish, and then it goes, oh shoot.
I refreshed the page. Unfortunately, I still couldn't find it. You could keep sending it to me and see if that works. But if it doesn't, you can tell me what happens in the footage you made if it doesn't seem to work. All right, never mind. I found it.
And while I was saying yes about the different version of One Big Wish, but it's called One Small Wish, Flicka, 'cause I think it. Oh shoot! I didn't realize you were looking at the thing. I was just explaining out something here. Where before they make Emmy regular size again, where and Cassie would laugh, Emmy, you're tickling me. Oh, I didn't know, Cassie. I was just wondering. I was just thinking that how it was thinking why I could have been smaller than you guys, but I realized that thought it wouldn't work. And then they go over to Wyatt the Wishing Well, saying, "Hello, I'm Wyatt the Wishing Well."
Yeah, I muted it. As far as I could see, I saw some clips. Like, I know there was one clip from, I believe, Cedarmont kids of playing basketball, but I could watch it again and it looks like they're rolling on something and then they're like bouncing and then they're like climbing up monkey bars, jumping. Swinging, and then they're like playing with a parachute.
And also, as I was trying to say, oh shoot, you're still looking at the thing. Look, I was gonna ask cool in a sec, but I realize you're checking something.
Yeah.
So
I was able to name some of the clips, but if I happen to get any of them wrong, then I apologize for that. But I was able to describe based upon what I saw. So yeah. Thanks for well, I tried to explain all of them the best I could, but for the first clip, there were some things that I didn't really know existed. You know, like there was like a thing they used to roll in the first clip. If you know what the name of that thing is, you could let me know. But the first clip, I believe shows kids pushing something on a rolling thing or whatever it is. But oh, yeah, some of the clips are from Let It Shine Gymnastics, but yeah, I tried to explain all of them. The best I could, but you know, on the first clip, they seemed like they were like rolling on something, but couldn't really figure out what the name of the thing they were rolling on exactly was. But I thought the Let It Shine Gymnastics references in some Marty Gets Grounded episodes are kind of pretty cool. But
okay. Now that's what I was trying to say. And also, what if there's the different version of Breaking Up Is Hard to Do Dragon Tales episode, Flicka, where this time Emmy asks Cassie, "Can I hold this whatchamacallit Project Cassie?" Where Lily goes, "Can I hold the Project Cassie?" No, Emmy! I have to hold it! I'm taking this project home to show my mommy and daddy!
well,
But I want to show my dad and mom too, Cassie.
well, I think one of the funniest references I like, well, there's one title where it says like Marty goes to Let It Shine Gymnastics while grounded. I think that's a pretty funny episode, but I do like the idea of when Mike's was screaming oh in the scary voice. That one makes it really funny. All right, here we go.
Okay. And as I was trying to say, Flicka, maybe if we did the different version of Breaking Up Is Hard to Do, where this time it's Cassie and Emmy.
Here you go, Jeremy Barton. But anyway, he's wanting us to go over the water toy that I was just trying to talk about.
Sorry, Flicka, I don't know what I'm doing. Sorry, I didn't want to bother you, but I'm just trying to... I know I was trying to ask you some of the coolest questions. So anyway, what was I trying to say? Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll have to think of a favorite episode, but what is your favorite episode? Anyway, here's what it looks like. It looks like that ball landed on the season 7 through 8 funding with green background. I'm going to say that one is from the Arthur episode, Arthur's Birthday, the season 6 one with the yellow, which would be shown on the Arthur episode. Arthur loses his marbles in Friday the 13th. We could possibly have laughing tracks. Like maybe when Marty does something sneaky, but like his scheming face would go over well with the laugh tracks. Like but anyway, this one is a basketball water toy where you get to see different versions of the Elmo's World theme. The one on the left shows the original 1998 version, and the one on the right has the 2000 version. But anyway, I would say Arthur's birthday I'm going to say it probably showed the dash transformation ident on it. But in order for this basketball toy to work and this blue tic-tac-toe PBS Kids ident water toy to work together, the green dot has to be green. The dot has to be green in order for it to be a Sesame Street episode, unless it lands on the dot or dash idents from 1999 first. Then that makes it a Dragon Tales one. So that so that ball landed at that basketball landed at the 1998 theme, and we're gonna find out what Sesame Street episode we choose with the 1998 theme. Oh, it looks like the green dot landed at the fishbowl ident, which I'm going to say an episode with the 1998 version of the theme and the PBS Kids fishbowl ident would have to be episode 4049, where Stinky and Zoe are writing a story.
Also, may I ask you this, Flicka? It's like, I know you've been answering some other people.
Sure.
Yeah, so I was trying to tell you about the different version of Breaking Up is Hard to Do. What if we made it with Emmy and Cassie doing it this time? But what if Emmy stepped on Cassie's finger by accident?
Sure.
Like, first of all, okay, I'll go first. Why do you get to go first, Cassie?
Because I'm younger.
No, that's not right, Cassie.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Are you all right, Cassie?
All right. Emmy hurt my finger by accident. It hurts really badly. And I thought Emmy was my best friend, but we're not friends anymore.
What?
I thought you were my friend too, Cassie, but I guess you're not. I'm taking this whatchamacallit project home right now and showing my dad.
Give it back to me right now.
Yeah, Emmy, stop! Don't go, please!
Emmy!
Please stop, Emmy! Remember that one time me and Max had that same accident before? It all happened a long time ago. And what if we recycled the Ord and Max is talking, the original version? Can I hold it? No, I have to hold it. I'm taking it home to show my mommy. And then, of course, Max did this when I got really upset. That's not right. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Oh!
I am so sorry I did this to Cassie. Just give it to Cassie right now.
Here, Cassie, take this project. I'm sorry I stepped on your finger by accident.
It's all right, Emmy.
But at least you were nice and just let me just go do it first. Unlike last time when I tried to situate this out with Max and Ord. That is very capasa, you know. You would say that, Enrique. Just like if I wouldn't share something of Wheezy's. Oh,
Back to
Zachy.
the game. Back to the game. So anyway,
Okay.
basketball added the 1998 theme again, and we're gonna see what Sesame Street episode we'll pick this time. Remember, the ball has to be green.
Excuse me.
Maybe this could happen in. I'll have to look at the list one more time, you know. So. We could have that happen on an episode where Marty refuses to watch a Spanish Baby Einstein ripoff, if you're okay with that.
Yeah, and also, did you know that these are the Sesame Street Muppets? I'll ask you again, Flicka. Did you know that these are the Sesame Street Muppets I'm the best with their laughs? The one I'm the best with is Elmo. Did you know the best one with their laughs is Elmo? And then Zoe goes, and then Count goes, ah, ah, ah. And then Ernie goes,
Well,
I know how Bert's laugh goes.
ah.
Yeah, also like when you do his sketch in Play With Me Sesame when he plays on the computer.
Well, anyway, he could be like, Marty, get in here right now. I'd like to have a word with you, my grandson.
And also, yes, when we did the portion, when we showed the Columbia TriStar DVD collection stream earlier, Flicka, when we did the portion from Staying Within the Lines, might we try it, like, you know, who should be Emmy and who should be Max? Like, you know, if they did fall off of Ord and Cassie when Cassie shrunk and Ord turned invisible, which one of us should be Max or Emmy? But, like, when Emmy falls off, thinks if she will fall off Cassie and Staying Within the Lines when Cassie was too small.
So anyway, MRKP 2003, I think it is one of the greatest video series you made on Go Animate, now known as Beyond.
And also, like, when we did the portion from Staying Within the Lines, like, of Dragon Tales from season 1, maybe if I could be Emmy and you could be Max. Like, first off, if they did actually fall off of Ord or Cassie,
or
of course, like, and also, duh! Like, Emmy does her. No, actually, Emmy does duh.
Yeah. Yeah. But when I said ouch, that was Max.
Or if Max could be caught by Emmy because Emmy was actually strong enough to catch Max. You all right, Max?
Where are Ord and Cassie?
We're over here.
But we're scared.
And I think also, like, you know how, yes, I mind if I do some of the lines from Cassie the Green-Eyed Dragon, Flicka? You know, and at the, you know, mind if I do the portion, like, at the part after Finn lands on his butt or lands on his tummy on Cassie's castle. And I'll do wait, who should be Finn, Cassie, or Quetzal for that scene? Like, after
I could be Finn this time. You could still be Cassie.
and I'll be Quetzal.
Yeah.
Like when he lands on his tummy lands on Cassie's castle, he fell on his tummy on Cassie's thing. It goes. But of course Finn doesn't cry till the very end. But of course, like this one is like how it goes. Oh no, Finn, are you okay?
All right. Now, for the game, it looks like we got an episode that would use the 1998 version of the Elmo's World theme and the PBS Kids Dash ident, and that would be episode 4052, where Telly and Baby Bear watch bagpipes.
Okay, I didn't know you were doing your game, Flicka, so I was thinking, well, you told me earlier, yes, you would answer me, yes, you would be Finn in the portion of Cassie the Ground Dragon, I'd be Cassie and Quetzal. I was like, Finn, are you okay?
I think my personal favorite,
Shoot.
Marty Gets Grounded episode from season 1 would have to be the one where I have 3 favorites. Marty Gets Robert in Trouble at School is one of them. Another one would be Marty misbehaves at Serenity Hollow Farm, grounded big time. And then the third one is the one where Marty misbehaves at Robert's birthday.
Oh, and also I was trying to, yes, we're doing the portion from Cassie the Green-Eyed Dragon, Flicka, where you be Finn, I be Quetzal and Cassie.
Sure.
After, yes, Finn, are you okay? No, he doesn't cry. He just says, whoa. My castle! Finn, you wrecked it! Oh! Finn didn't mean to wreck your castle, Cassie. It was an accident. Oh.
I think my favorite part
Also do this part. I know he didn't.
I can tell you one of the favorite parts. I think my favorite part for Marty Gets Robert in Trouble at School is like when he does a prank. I believe he pulls the fire alarm, and then Robert gets framed for pulling the fire alarm, even though it was Marty dressing up as Robert in disguise.
And okay, yes, let's finish the portion from the scene after Cats looks like, I know he didn't mean to, but I worked so hard to make it. Well, we can figure something else. See? Now it's a mountain, and it will look very cool for your project. But it's supposed to be a castle! And also, like, when we do the portion after Ord says, we're sorry, Cassie. How about we try?
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. He disguised his voice as Marty.
Oh, also this, Flicka. Remember when Jake Martin did in one of my streams, when we did the portion from when Cassie the Green-Eyed Dragon, when Cassie says Finn's ruined everything, and she explained Finn ruined everything at school. I wish I never brought him to school, and Emmy would say, it's okay, Cassie, little brothers can be a pain sometimes. How about one of us, when one of us says takes turns being Emmys, it's okay, Cassie, little brothers can be a pain sometimes. What if one of us be James Rubbish Henry from Henry's Special Coal? One of us be Ringo Starr's or George Carlin's James's Rubbish Henry Story James? Or we just replace it with Rubbish Cassie? I don't know. Who should be the...
Jeremy Barton has a question for you, MRKP 2003. He says, he asks if Marty is supposed to be a villain or Grump from Bingo's Playroom.
Okay, but yes, as I was saying, like, who should be the Cassie from Cassie the Green Dragon first? Like, when she swings Ben's ruined everything, I wish I never brought him to school with me, and Emmy says, it's okay, Cassie, little brothers can be a pain sometimes. Who should be Ringo Starr's James's Rubbish Henry, but replace it with Rubbish Cassie? James is saying rubbish in Henry's special call. One of us be Ringo Starr or George Carlin. Wait, will you do the George Carlin's Rubbish Cassie or Ringo Starr's Rubbish Cassie, but saying rubbish?
Rubbish Cassie!
Oh wait, was that George Carlin or Ringo Starr?
That was George Carlin.
Well, first, wait, who should be? Well, first, when we do the George, well, first, let's see if we can do it. But I'll be Cassie's. Finn's ruined everything, and you be Emmy's. It's okay, Cassie. Little brothers can be a pain sometimes, but I can be Ringo Starr's Rubbish Cassie.
Yeah.
Finn's ruined everything. He spoiled circle time. He smushed my castle. I wish I never had brought him to school with me. Shoot. Oh shoot, I'm sorry.
I'll have to think about some favorite parts. If I have a favorite part for these 2 episodes, I will let you know. But what are your favorite parts for those episodes?
Okay. Here, I'll try this again. And you'll be Emmy's It's Okay, Cassie. Little brothers can be a pain sometimes after I do this, but I'll do Ringo Starr's Rubbish Cassie. Finn's ruined everything. He spoiled circle time. He smushed my castle. I wish I never had brought him to school with me.
Rubbish!
No, well, wait. Weren't you going to be Emmy's It's Okay, Cassie? Little brothers can be a
Cassie. Little brothers can be a pain.
Rubbish, Cassie. You somehow brought your little brother Finn to school somehow. And of course, now you'll we'll do the George. You'll be the George Carlin at the end, but who should be? Wait, can we do the same way? But you'll be George Carlin's Rubbish Cassie, like after we do all the dialogue.
Yeah.
Or should I be Emmy's It's Okay, Cassie? Little brothers can be a pain sometimes.
Yeah. Well, you could keep it the same.
Okay. Finn's ruined everything. He spoiled circle time. He smushed my castle. I wish I never had brought him to school with me.
It's okay, Cassie. Little brothers can be a pain. Rubbish, Cassie. You just brought your little sister to school.
Well, it was supposed to be little brother, but, well, whatever. It doesn't honestly matter. We all make mistakes. Let's just go forward anyway. Well, at least you tried. Okay. Well, of course. And also, like, I can do both portions of Finn's about to cry and Cassie the Grand Dragon. You don't mind that, Flick? I do both portions with Finn crying, but I do Henry's bubbling boilers from Hero of the Rails with Keith Wickham or Carrie Shale.
Keith Wickham first.
Well, first off is being jealous of your little brother doesn't mean you still love him. I do love Finn, and I love Max. Aha! Bubbling boilers. And of course, now I'll do the shorter one for Carrie Shale. I do love Finn, and I love Max. Aha! Bubbling boilers.
And anyway, back to the game.
Another game, yeah. But at least I can think of other things to talk about, to give out questions for.
All right, it looks like that basketball landed the 1998 version of the Elmo's Horror theme again, and we're going to find out what the Sesame Street episode is this time. Oh, it looks like it landed at the fish bowl island again, so it looks like it'll be a repeat of the episode where Stinky and Zoe write a story. And now, oh, it landed the 1998 version of the theme again. I thought that scene worked out pretty well for a Marty Gets Grounded episode, where Robert is falsely grounded and then he grounds Marty. That kind of reminds me of other Go Anime videos where a character gets another character in trouble.
Okay, and also, if I tell you this, Flicka, I actually rearranged. Didn't you notice I did change my list of the 8 episodes with the baby dragons appearing in these episodes of Dragon Tales? Didn't you notice in one of my streams I did switch them around a bit? But Finn's Blankie is still the worst.
Yeah, because of Finn crying constantly.
Well, this time, I'll tell you, like, this list, like, if they rarely appear, that goes at the bottom of the list. Because you know how in The Shape of Things to Come, Finn only appears for a few minutes, but the rest is just focusing on the main dragons? How about you don't mind if I try this again, but I'll still put Finn's Blankie as the worst. But I did rearrange the numbers around a little bit. So start with, oh, gotta switch the hands first of all, because even though I mostly do right-handed, I'm more of a right-hand person. Okay, so this one is number 8. This one is Finn's Blankie. Now at number 7 is The Shape of Things to Come. The reasons why is because Finn only appears for a few scenes, and that's it. But this is Finn's Blankie because it's the worst. It's still bad. But this one at 6 is Moving On.
I think one of my favorite lines in that Marty Gets Grounded episode, where he gets Robert in trouble, is when he's like, when the principal said, "I don't care if Marty disguised your voice, you are still in big trouble. Get out of the school." I like that line.
So this is now my top list. I've rearranged it, Flicka. Now at number 6 is now going to be Moving On, because Kiki only appears for a few scenes? Rarely. And then here's to my top 5. At the bottom of my top 5, I put Room for Change, because I felt so sorry for Cassie. She's scared and sad of she might not like her new bedroom, but now for some reason she likes it. So the bottom of my top 5 is Room for Change. But 4th place still goes to Baby.
MRKP 2003. I'm pretty sure that's one of my only favorite line. But do you have any other favorite lines from that episode as well? MRKP 2003. All right.
Okay, yes. 4th place still goes to Baby Troubles. 3rd place is Back to the Storybook. 2nd is still Just for Laughs. And number 1 is still Cassie the Green-Eyed Dragon for me. Okay, now that's much more arranged better for me. else can I think about? It's 10. Well, it's getting close to 15 after 10 in my area. Like I said,
Well, anyway.
I mean, maybe we could. Well, I was thinking maybe we could keep going for a little bit longer till it reaches 10:30 in my area. But anyways, oh yeah, yeah. If you're not aware, Flicka, did you know that I may have a spare room in my new house to maybe do my first stream in my new place? That's probably my guess. Because I mean, I haven't even seen my new house. I mean, I can't even give you the neighborhood allowed, but I can tell you, it's going to be in one of these houses that's in this neighborhood that's by my old high school I went to. That's where my new house is going to be. That's a hint. Neighborhood that's by. I just don't know the name of the neighborhood. I'd rather not give it out here, but it's in a neighborhood that's by my old Fisher's High School. Well, my old high school. Me and my brother's old high school.
Well, I thought this line was pretty cool. You know, like the "How dare you pull the fire alarm at school?" That tone of voice for videos like that, that's what makes a grounded video the funniest. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for part 2 of the Q&A stream, which will be coming on April 21st.
I guess I'll leave then, Flicka.
And yeah, there will be another Q&A on April 21st, so stay tuned for that, and we'll have more questions on the way. And well, because Movie&GameLover98 and I are taking turns doing streams. Because but anyway, yeah, you can ask a few more questions before we go, before I leave the stream. You could ask a few more questions before I leave the stream if you want. It's all right. Yeah. So, I like the beginning portion, and I also like it when Marty lists out all the animal names. I thought those were pretty cool. So, now one question for you is, do you have a favorite part from the Farms episode of Elmo's World on there that you like? I know the Farms episode is your absolute favorite. Um, Yeah. I could possibly try, but um but according to the community post that I made, you know, I know that I wanted to start doing requests again, but I'm curious to know which one I can start with. But I thought the part with Mr. Noodle's brother, Mr. Noodle, clucking with the hand, clucking with the chickens was pretty funny. Yeah, but according to the community posts, yeah. Well, I think the reason why I is because the reason why I could do requests after I do my online classes is because I have four, because as you all know, I have 4 online classes. I have one on Monday at 1 in the afternoon, which is a class called Magic School Bus, apparently. The one on Wednesday is called Music Club. That also starts at 1 in the afternoon. And then on Thursday, I have like 2 online music classes, 2 online classes, excuse me. The first one on Thursday is at 9 in the morning called Disney Dynamics. And the second one is, of course, Movie Weekend Warriors. I think my favorite. Yeah. Well, think the reason why I don't really go to my job anymore is because I kept thinking about all the wonderful times I had in my old day program when me and another friend of mine who also has cerebral palsy like me, he and I still talk each other on the phone, but we don't really see each other in person anymore. Well, because my parents thought that the online classes would be pretty fun. I don't think he has a YouTube channel, but I'll have to ask him whenever I call him again. Well, one thing is that you and I, we both like Sesame Street. But there are some things different about us too. Like, you like Cedarmont Kids. I necessarily didn't have any Cedarmont material when I was young. Oh, okay. Okay. I see what you're saying. I grew up with watching one parts of my early life was I grew up with watching PBS back in 2003. And PBS was the station I've watched the most. Interestingly enough, Sure, if you could send me some photos of the characters, I'd be more than happy to post them onto that wiki. Well, anyway, we've reached 2 hours into the Q&A. And if you have any more questions that you want to ask, all right. So, I hope you enjoyed this fun and games Q&A. And if you have any more questions, you could ask some more in the comment section, and oh, that's terrible. So, sure, yeah, oh, okay. But, oh, okay. I can see you have a really great imagination. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this stream. See you later.